This time of the year is when children go back to school, and it's also when Brown County sees an uptick in reported incidents of suspected child abuse or neglect. Emily Byer joining us live in Green Bay this morning with a closer look at those numbers and why we see this increase. Good morning, Emily.
Hey, good morning, Emerson. Yeah, teachers are mandated reporters. That is in all 50 states. And what that means is, again, they're professionals who are legally required to report suspected cases of abuse or neglect. For some children, getting back into the classroom may be that first time that they're around another adult besides their parents since last school year. Right now, Brown County has 330 children total living outside of their parental homes. A large portion of them have been placed with relatives, while about 115 children are in the care of foster parents. When we don't have enough foster care parents in our county, children unfortunately have to be moved around, which can be really tough on the child.
Especially when you think of like back to school time, when we don't have foster parents here in our community, that means we're reaching out to our treatment level partners, and then kids are being placed outside of their community. So now they start a new school year in a new school without their family, when we could have at least kept them local and connected to their same school.
Next time you see me, we're going to talk a little bit about new legislation, which is helping fill some of these gaps to keep more of those children local, and again, to support foster care parents financially. Steve, will send it over to you.